Hi you guys, let me show you what I'm up to. So I'm in my front yard where I have my garden, and I'm getting ready to make some bath salts for sale that I'm going to be offering to you guys. So it's been raining a lot here in Texas. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but this is the year of cleansing. God is cleansing the earth. There's a lot of cleansing going on. That's why there's a lot of things going on with water, anything pertaining to water. So if there's a lot of snow, if there's a lot of floods, a lot of like hurricanes, what else? Rain, tsunamis, you name it. Anything pertaining with water that comes from water, there is a cleansing. So that's why we've had a lot of rain, and we have a lot of rain here in Texas right now. And so right now, if you really want to cleanse your aura and clear your aura, go outside when it's misting. There's a light rain where you're not going to get drenched, but enough to where you can go ahead and clear your aura and your energy. So what I've been doing, and if you follow my daughter, or you followed my old channel that my daughter now has, which is Rochelle's Angelic Guidance. So it's Rochelle's Angelic Guidance. I have a bathtub meditation. So this is something the angels had told me to do. And so I have my bath salts that I did last night, and my essential oils that I have really concentrate. This is 9 pounds. 80 drops of essential oils were able to give a lot of fragrance to this, my crystals. So I have them outside charging, and I have my quartz crystals, the master crystal out here. I have a lot of them. I also have this one. This is one of my favorite crystals. I've made a video as to the first time I held it, I immediately saw my energy. It felt like white smoke was coming out of my body. It was pretty cool, almost like when you're outside and it's cold and you talk and you see the humidity, or you see the vapor coming out of your mouth. I have selenite. And I know selenite's not supposed to get wet. That's why I have it up here. Let me see, did one fall? Yeah, one fell. Sometimes I tell people, don't wet, like my mom, I'm like, don't wet your selenite, and she wets that anyway. But so far so good with mine. Selenite, I love selenite. If you can get selenite, get it. And then I have citrine in there for your solar plexus. So what I'm doing is I'm doing an increase your psychic abilities, your intuition. This is super strengthening. So I put essential oils that go into strengthening your psychic abilities. So when you take a bath, you can go ahead and just put a little bit in there, and it's already infused. It's going to be infused with crystals. It's going to be infused with selenite, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So you have all my quartz crystals. This is what I'm going to be adding. I didn't want to add it into the bathtub because what I feel is going to happen, some people don't have the little stopper in the drain, and I don't want these going down the drain. So this is going to go, I'm going to probably sprinkle them on the candles that Rochelle and I are going to be offering, or in satchels. And right here I have, I let the natural water, the rain that we've had, clear and balance and charge the crystals. That's what I'm doing. So I'm charging this at this moment, so that way we can go ahead and have the bath salts. And then according to the bath salt that you buy from me, I'm going to include the crystal, that one, because it's bigger. Let me see if you can see. See, this is bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to infuse them. Oh yeah, I have a celestite. See, it's cloudy, so I know that my celestite's not going to get faded with the sun. So if the sun was out, I would have actually put it in over there by my other plants, or right here by these plants. Because everything I like to do with angels. Let me see. So when you order my bath salt, I'm going to put this in a little container. Let me open it because I really like all the essential oils I put in here. Deal with you increasing your psychic abilities. It smells really good. So that's what I'm going to have. Let's go inside so that way I can talk to you and show you what else I'm doing, because I'm going to infuse this with something. So you're going to I'll show you what it's going to end up looking like. Hi you guys. Now that we're back, I want to go ahead and give you the information regarding selenite. And I'm going to read you information. First, I'm going to show you selenite. I think it's such a beautiful crystal. I like to buy the big bags of selenite. And in it, when I receive it, there's already powder in there. There's a lot of powder in the selenite. Okay? And so I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can show you. You can see the powder in there, and it goes all the way down, the powder. So it's got a lot of powder. And I have some of the selenite powder right here. And I'm going to show you how you can grind your own. Selenite is kind of a soft crystal. Now, some of you guys might be getting upset that I said grind your own. It's a crystal. I'm already feeling the energy. Okay, it's a crystal, so I know the angels are here while I'm giving you this information. So it's a crystal, and yes, it's got energy and it's alive. But the angel said it's fine for you to grind the crystal just like you grind herbs, and you use things from the earth like mud to take a bath and all, and all those things, and the salts that the earth provides for you. They say it's okay as long as you appreciate what you're using it for. If you need to grind some, grind it, but appreciate, value, be grateful for what the crystal is going to do for you. Okay, everything has its time. That's the message they had given my daughter. She was here earlier. And if you follow her, it's Rochelle's angelic guidance. And so as long as you appreciate the crystal, don't be grinding crystals just to grind crystals. Know that when I buy my packs, there's a lot of dust. There's a lot of powdered selenite already in mine. And if you don't have some and you want to do this, I'm just going to show you how you can do it. You don't need a lot because it's concentrated. So I don't know if I told you, I'm going to start offering bath salts, bath soaps infused with, they're going to be infused with selenite. I felt guided to do that. That's another thing. I'm going to make homemade soap that's going to be infused with selenite, and it's going to be made out of goat's milk, olive oil, pumice olive oil, sorry. It's going to have coconut oil, oatmeal in it, a little bit of honey in it. So it's also something good for you. And it's going to be called rose quartz. That's the fragrance in it. It's got a lot of beneficial spices that have a lot of spiritual benefits for you. And also the other one is called amethyst. I'm going to be making those two fragrances in there. So I'm actually, for the candle, that's for the soap. So I'm going to be offering the soap which is the amethyst and the rose quartz, okay? Those are the fragrances. And I'm also going to be offering bath salts that go with those fragrances and this one. What I'm going to show you in this particular one, it's going to be the selenite. The selenite that I'm going to be working with, this particular bath salt, is going to be to increase your psychic abilities, to strengthen your psychic abilities, to connect and increase your divine connection to God, to the universe, to the masters, to your angels, to your spirit guides. That's what this is going to be about. This particular soap that I'm making, if you saw the video, I showed you outside what I was doing. I was charging the crystals. But I had the quartz crystals to amplify, and I had the selenite. So let me show you. My daughter does sell selenite on her Etsy shop, and I'm gonna show that to you, and that's where we're gonna be offering the soaps, also in her website, and I'll be listing that link below. So I buy a lot of wands. So when you selenite is such a powerful stone to me. Besides a quartz stone, you can pretty much use a quartz for anything, whatever you want to program it to do. It'll help you. You know, it's got to be a partnership here. And selenite to me is a powerful, very powerful. That's why people make selenite wands, because they're very powerful. It aligns you, your center. It aligns you. So if you're aligned in the center and you're aligned, some say that it aligns all your chakras and your aura. And so if it aligns you, all your center, it's going to align your chakras. And if you have a balanced chakras, you can connect spiritually. It can help remove the blocks. So when I think of selenite, and when you order mine, you guys are going to be getting like little, you'll be getting a selenite to go with your order. So when you order either my bath salt or my soap, we're also going to be doing bath bombs, and Rochelle wants to add candles. But at this time, my focus at this particular moment is me doing the soap that's going to be infused with the selenite, and I'll show you how to make that in another video. So at this point, because I feel you need to clear, because we're always constantly picking up energy from other people, you would need to clear, balance your chakras, help remove the blocks, so that way you can connect with divine source. We don't want you just connecting with anything. So protection is always very crucial. Whatever you do, when you want to connect, please always protect yourself. And I'll show you how to do that later on in other videos. Or if you also see our other channel, which is Rochelle's Angelic Guidance. That's a channel that I gave to my daughter, but for most of the years while it ran, I ran it. And then I wasn't able to, because I was babysitting her friend's baby, and I took care of her for 3 years. And so for 3 years I was inactive. So I went ahead and gave that channel to my daughter, and now I'm starting my channel again. And for me, it's the mind, body, spirit, and soul. And but spirituality is always a big thing for me. I grew up sensing energy ever since I was a child. So, and I just want to help people who want help, because when I was a kid, I didn't have that help, and I was really scared because I didn't understand what was going on. And if you've seen my other video with my daughter's channel, I explained to you of energies coming through, and anything negative, if you don't protect yourself, it's easy to connect to lower energies because they're already here. Does that make sense? So you can connect to a lower energy because it's here and you don't require much. A higher vibration, as in angels and masters, they're at a higher frequency. We're at a lower frequency. You have to meet each other halfway so you can connect. So it takes a little bit of work, but the more you do it, the faster it gets. And so That's why it's important to always protect yourself and not just let anything in to help you, because they don't have good intentions, you know. So anyway, let me tell you about selenite. So just to let you know, you guys are going to be getting this when you place an order with me. So selenite is gorgeous. Let me show you what different ways, I guess, you can see selenite. My daughter, she's going to be selling these on her Etsy shop. See how beautiful it is and how it glistens. And you have to be careful with selenite because it gets scratched really easily. Some say that the lines that go on, if you see selenite has little lines. It has a lot of little lines, and they say that holds information. It has all the Earth's information in it. So you can have a palm stone. You can place it in your heart. You can place one on your crown chakra because it helps you connect to the divine. And if you're balanced and you connect with the divine, you're able to receive and access psychic information. Does that make sense? You're able to channel information. That's why the bath salts that I'm making is to increase and strengthen your psychic information, your connection with the divine. So here's one. So you're welcome to check out her Etsy shop. I'll list it below. Here's another one to hold, and this is my favorite. My kids got this for me. They got this for me for Christmas. Isn't it beautiful? It's a lamp. I use it as my nightlight. Isn't it gorgeous? You know, selenite stands for the moon. It represents the moon and that beautiful, reflective light that it picks up. Let me put it over here. If you see it, so it's supposed to signify the moon. When it hits light, it glows like the moon. And they say it's good to have one of these. And if your child's afraid of the dark, I still sleep with a nightlight because I feel as long as you have a light, you're gonna have positive energy. Darkness, negative energy cannot stand the light. So have a light always in your room. Have a light, a little night light, or you know, a little lamp. I have that one. My kids got me that one from Christmas. Or you can have one of these and let the light from the outside hit it so your child's not afraid. Always have a little night light for your child. It'll keep negative energy away from their bedroom. So there's that, the stone. And let me read information for you. I also, when I think of selenite, I think of this. I think of these tarot cards. I used to read tarot for people a lot. I stopped because they kind of became too dependent on me. So anyway, so I have the moon and I have the high priestess, and they kind of signify almost the same thing to me, except for the high priestess, she's going to tell you the truth. She's going to let you know what's going on, show you what is unseen. If you see, she's got the moon with her. And in the moon also, they also show you, the moon shows you what is unseen. Well, selenite's going to help you see the path, the bigger picture. So let me go ahead and read the information for you. So I got this information from crystalvaults.com, and it's pretty much the same information just on all the sites. And so let me read to you. So selenite means moon. Okay, so it says Greeks believe selenite to be the moon itself. She, like her crystal, embodies tranquility, blessing, love, and light. It is believed to contain the liquid light of spirit, inhabiting the place between light and matter. Selenite inspires a profound peace and carries fine, high frequencies and intensity of energy that surpasses nearly all stones for operating for opening, clearing, and activating the crown and the higher crown chakras. It is ideal for meditation, spiritual work, connecting to ancient wisdom and knowledge, and is one of the best crystals for accessing one's spirit guides and the angelic realm. I love working with my angels and God to help you connect with God. It all comes from Him or her, whatever you would like to call the source. It is also one of the most powerful crystals due to the new vibration on Earth to attune the greater good of all beings. It is a beautiful for accessing and grounding the light body of an individual and for opening one to the higher levels of self. It is a highly effective for advancement of the mind and mental powers, particularly for developing telepathic communication between like-minded individuals. Let me see what I have here also. And it says for the selenite physical healing. Selenite is best used to clear blockages. You need to remove blockages so that way you can connect with your guardian angels, with God, the divine self, because when you have a block, it's almost like a closed door. So you can't get to the other room unless you open that door and remove, if there are boxes, remove those boxes too. And a lot of that, a block could be something someone told you growing up, something you saw on TV, something maybe brought up by spiritual beliefs, something. A blockage could also be when you're upset at someone. That can also block you. Some kind of history with someone. It does. Those are blockages too. So let's say you're upset at your sister and you're angry. That can create a solar plexus block, and it can create a heart chakra block. So I do have a meditation on my daughter's Rochelle's angelic guidance on there to help you remove that. And the bath salt will just help you not only remove all that stuff, but to help you strengthen and increase your psychic abilities. So let me see what it also says. It stimulates physical healing. It is often used to align the spinal column. With selenite crystal or the wand, trace the spinal column. So you trace your spinal column from the base, your root chakra, all the way up the spine to the back of the neck. So you work from the back. So you go from the base, the back, and you start going up all the way to the back of the neck to remove blockages, or you can travel the opposite direction to smooth the energy flow. Also, it embodies, it stabilizes mood swings, it calms you down, it aids in attention deficiency disorder, and it can be used to boost youthfulness, vitality, and to help extend one's lifespan. Once again, it calms emotion, erratic emotions. It clears away confusion. It helps with feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, doubt of any other forms, negativity. It allows you to see inner workings of a situation, to grasp what is superficial and what is going on a deeper level. There's always things going on a deeper spiritual level when you're going through things. I sometimes say the soul knows and understands what the mind, the human mind, can't understand. So you do go through certain things because you're going through certain, your spirit wants to learn, grow through certain situations that you're going through. And a lot of times, I don't know if you notice, if you don't learn, you just keep making the same mistake over and over again. The universe will allow situations to keep presenting themselves so that way you can grow. So let's say selenite and the chakra healing and balancing. So it resonates with the crown chakra located on the top of the head. The crown chakra is the gateway to the expanded universe and controls how one thinks and responds to the world, and is the foundation of one's belief and source of spirituality. If you have a block on your crown, it does mess with your spirituality and the connection to the divine. You also have to balance it so you're not airy and spacey. That happens to me a lot of times. I need to ground my root chakra, ground myself to the earth, so that way you're not spacey and airy and always forgetting things. That happens to me a lot. So it is a connection to the higher planes of existence and the source of the universal energy and the truth. When the crown is balanced, one's energies are balanced. It enkindles the knowledge of one's place in the universe and to see things as they are. You see? I knew it. Let's see. Selenite is also instrumental in activating the etheric chakras attuned to the higher, more spiritually enlightened things. They provide a soul connection and the highest self-illumination, as well as the cosmic doorway to other worlds. So please always protect yourself. And your soul has a lot of information. Your soul knows. So we will also do soul exercises. I'm feeling my solar plexus tell me to do that. So we will do that. I'm also training to be a hypnotherapist. Well, I will also be showing and doing hypnotherapy guided meditations for you guys through here. I may not include music because music can be distracting. I'll see about it, okay? But it's all about soul work also when it comes to hypnotherapy. So your soul is very knowledgeable. We need to get in there, access your soul, you know. So as far as spiritual energy, selenite brings divine light into everything it touches and stimulates the clearest state of the mind, where all thoughts entering the consciousness come from the source and are direct reflections of pure spirit. It is one of the best crystals available for clearing congested energies or negativity from one's physical etheric, which is like the first layer. That's usually, I'll let you know, etheric body, and for helping one consciously connect to its higher self. The etheric body is usually the first layer you see. So it's usually like here, and you usually see like when you do see people and you're talking to them and you're just like relaxed looking at them, you can see the energy around them. And I usually see it either like a little whitish or bluish. So selenite is believed to carry the history of all that has happened in the world within its first linear striations. It helps one connect with the ancient wisdom and knowledge. It may also be utilized for accessing the between life states in order to view one's progress made and to determine issues of this life and how they can be resolved. So it allows you to, if you connect with your soul, there is so much power and knowledge within it. And so I feel this crystal is very powerful. So just like the moon allows us to see, selenite is supposed to represent the moon. It helps you see the back. Meditation with selenite. Selenite is a calming crystal surrounding one with heavenly light. It is ideal for meditation and spiritual work, and it is conducive for connecting with one's higher consciousness. It may be used to align one's awareness with spiritual masters, teachers, ascended masters, angels, and the spirit guides, or to access one's past or future lives. It is recommended to gently stroke the crystal during the activation process or lie with the selenite wand on the heart chakra, pointing towards the head. So you would align it. So to activate it, what you would do is you, gently stroke it Then you place it on your heart chakra facing up. And then you could also put one like touching the head. It's going to tell me this in here. So we see chakra pointing towards the head. It is possible to place a second selenite wand with the point just touching the crown. So you could just have the point touching you as you're laying down. So let me see. Touching the crown. When a meditative state is achieved, one is likely to experience visual images, making it possible to meet and receive advice and information from one's spirit guides or guardian angels, or to view past, future lives to determine what may lie ahead. If one's physical life proceeds in that direction, just like anything, a psychic's going to tell you, or the tarot or whatever, if you keep going that direction, this is what's going to happen. Often these visions are presented with one or more guides directing the message through a story that reveals the message symbolically. So for me, usually when I receive messages or when I've done mediumship readings, I just receive images, and it's up to me to figure out what those images mean. Sometimes I hear them, sometimes they say things, you know. But did you know that you could also use selenite, and it may be used for scrying to visualize the future or uncover the past? It may also be used when the truth of an incident needs to be revealed. So when you want to see the truth, that's why it reminds me of these two cards. So you want to see the truth. This is her. She's going to tell you the truth. She's got the Torah in there. And, you know, that's what that means. That's what this card means to me. And here, right, the moon helps you see things that are not haven't been shown to you. So this is a very powerful stone. I really like it. And so I'm going to show you how you can grind a little bit of selenite. Now remember, I've been giving the okay as long as you respect the use of the crystal and you are grateful, and you can go ahead and grind it. Don't use a grinder to grind it. So I'm just going to show you like the little chips that I'm finding to grind. So let's go ahead and do that. So in my bag, I find little chips like this. See? And you can put it in there. So I try to find the little chips, and I'm not going to need a lot because you don't need a lot to do what you need to do. See, here's something, a little chip. So what you can do is, so just grind it. What I do is I bang it a little bit. Into fine powder. This is what's going to be infused in my soaps. I think someone already sells the powder because I saw them one time and I said, oh, powder, what would I need selenite powder for? So somebody already, and I think it's the guy that I buy the 5-pound bags from. You can get them on Amazon or eBay. If you want to, I can list the link below. I want to make sure that it's finely ground because I don't want it scratching. There we go. Oh, here's some more little pieces. Let me see. Same thing. It's better to do a little bit by a little bit so everything gets ground. And I bought this little, I guess, is it a mortar? I bought it at Ross for like $6, $6.99 I want to say. And you don't need a lot. If you're going to be making your soap or your salt, you don't need a lot. Okay? This is probably going to do so much for me, and plus the more that's in the bag. So what I do is let me see. So please trust me, one of the things is like, can I do this? Is it okay for me to do this? Because I felt guided to do it. So if I'm getting guided to do it, it's okay. As long as you respect it and you appreciate what it's going to do for you. Don't just do it to do it. And be grateful and give gratitude for what the crystal has done for you. Okay, so then I place it in my little mason jar, and I'm just going to go ahead and dump it in there. And then I run the spoon through it just to make sure it goes through. It looks like talc, baking powder, what is it, Arm & Hammer. See? Ground it so fine it went through. Let's do the rest. I'm not going to need a lot. This is going to last me a long time. For the salts, I can put like 1/8 of a teaspoon. For that like big jar that I'm going to be doing that you saw outside, it's not going to require a lot because it's really fine powdered. So they do sell the powder of selenite, but I went ahead and made mine because I'm grateful and I'm thankful. So now I'm going to show you how it's going to look. Okay, I went ahead and I got my salt that I have from outside, and I'm going to also tell you what I have in here, okay? So I have pink Himalayan salt. Why pink Himalayan salt? The angels say this is one of the highest vibration salts. You can have Celtic salt, but they say Himalayan salt, pink Himalayan salt is very powerful. It's also great for protecting your home. And so this is why I'm going to list what I put on here for the for increasing your psychic abilities, strengthening your psychic abilities, your connection to the divine. I'm going to let you know the essential oils I put in here. Psychic strength, this is it. This got all the ingredients, purification on here, and prosperity. And so what I went ahead, what this has, it has, because I did a 9-pound, what it has for essence, I put pomegranate essential oil. It smells so beautiful. Lavender, frankincense and myrrh, orange, benzoin, sage, hyssop, mimosa, peppermint, cedarwood, and lemongrass to kind of give it that nice freshly scent. I went ahead and I did that because mimosa is very strong and that essential oil is very expensive. So now that we have this and it's already been charging, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit of my selenite, and I have just it says 4-ounce mason jar, but because the salts are heavier, when I calibrated it at 0 and I put the salts, it was 5 ounces, and you don't need a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit, see, of this in there, and then I'm going to close it and shake it. Make sure that you leave enough room in there to shake it so that the sea salt, or not the sea salt, but and because this is just to show you a sample, I'm going to be making the big jar, so I'm going to be doing it a little bit different. So this is how it goes as far as the way I put in the selenite in there. And I thought about including the selenite in here, But then I thought it was probably a bad idea because then your selenite was going to smell like the essence in here, and I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, when you order it, I'm just going to give you the selenite on the side. So that way it doesn't get the essence. And it's a very pretty essence. I wish I could describe it. It's got like, I can smell the lemongrass, the lavender, the orange, the pomegranate. I thought about adding rose because rose is very, it's also a very good, powerful, clear. It's a very high vibration. But if you're like me, I'm very sensitive to smells. I want to throw up as soon as, if something is too strong, I want to throw up. And as much as I love roses and I have a garden of roses, I can only stand the essence for so long before I want to throw up. It just, I'm sinusly allergic to strong fragrances. But anyway, see, we mixed it, and I'm going to also put it out there again so it can continue charging. And because I thought of putting the crystals in there. I know people do sell them with the crystals in there, but I'm afraid they're going to get thrown away. And I'm afraid it might do something to your bathroom or something. So that's why I'm charging mine, and the powder is in there already. And plus it was charged for you. So that's what I'm going to be offering. And I had thought of putting, you know, like putting a big crystal in there, as I said. And when you would open it, you would see the crystal, but then it would be infused. I don't want to do that for you. But you can do, once you get rid of the glass, well, don't get rid of the glass. What I would do is clean it. You might want to clean it, wash it, and soak it with a little bit of Clorox for 24 hours to get rid of that smell. And then you can put your crystals on there, right? When you have your crystals, what you can do too is you pretend this is a bottle of water. Here's my bottle of water. What you can go ahead and do is, when you have your water and you're done with it and you have your crystals, this fits in there perfectly, and you can go ahead and charge your water. So you have charged water so you can drink, or you can buy those bottles that now you can put the crystals. My daughter's going to be selling those. I think I shared a video with you guys on that. We just love everything metaphysical. We love everything that connects us to the divine, to God. We just love all that. And so anyway, that's what we're going to be doing. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I was able to give you information. Know that all the herbs that I listed in here, they have those not the herbs, but the essential oils. They have the metaphysical properties to do what I'm putting in here to do for you, to connect you. It's to increase your psychic abilities, but at the end of the day, it all comes from your soul, your higher self, and God. It all comes from that. And as I said, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be making bath salts infused with a selenite. You just saw me do it. Soaps, and the crystal bath bombs, and candles. That's what we're going to be doing. This is what I'm going to do first. And so when you order it, you can order the kit. You can order this by itself if you want to, or you can go ahead and order this with the soap if you want to, you know, or if you want to one day just go ahead and put a bath bomb, you can go ahead and do that. So we could either sell this by itself, this with the soap as a kit, or all three with the bath bomb and the candle if you would like to do that. And all you would need is just, you don't need a lot. You would just probably need a couple of these to put in the bathtub for you, or you could just drop a little bit in there. Make sure to wash this very well. If you do use a spoon, to wash it and put it in a little bit of water with Clorox, because you touched essential oil. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and put it outside so it can continue to charge. I like to charge everything for 3 days, and with the full moon. So you see this. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me go ahead and flip the camera. I hope you enjoyed this. So we have this made out of this. This is also going to be the little thumbnail. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot about the beautiful power of selenite, so that you can go ahead and clear yourself. This is something the angels had told me to do, and I had the other one on my daughter's website, and I'm going to share that with you, her YouTube. I literally vibrate on a very high level. Have you ever gone to sleep and you wake up because you're feeling all the buzz, like just going through you or around you? It's like that's actually how I feel when I do the little bath salts. And the angels had told me to do this because I was going through a stressful situation, and so they, through meditation, please always find 5 to 10 minutes just to sit there and relax and connect with yourself and journal it down. If you have a paper and pencil or pen and pencil, and just sit there and connect. I know it's easier said than done. Sometimes I don't have a chance to do it and I feel bad and I try to do it. Don't do it before you're going to go to sleep, because then you're going to fall asleep. So, but yes, so always journal it down. Please find 5 to 10 minutes just to connect with your soul and see what the divine in your soul has to tell you, and see if you start seeing images, and if you do, just write them down, and eventually everything will start making sense to you. So thank you so much, and I can't wait to start offering this to you guys, or you can go ahead and do this yourself. The reason I had to make it in a huge batch is because you saw how much oil I used. It was actually 80 drops. Once I counted it all, it's 80 drops of essential oils, and that made 9 pounds of the salt. It made 9 pounds of salt. So, all right, you guys. Well, thank you so much, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I hope you try it yourself if you would like. You don't have to use all of them. Like if you want to make one yourself, this is just really quick. If you want to make one yourself to increase your psychic abilities, is I would put a little bit of, well, here it is. Let me come over here. To strengthen your psychic ability, is I would put peppermint in there, mimosa, lavender, and you could just go ahead and do that if you would like. The reason I put frankincense and myrrh in this one is to have you at a higher vibration. Okay, that's why I included frankincense and myrrh to this one. But yes, so you can just go ahead, and if you want to do a pound of it, it's just what I would do is probably just put a drop of mimosa, because it's really strong, and probably do let's say 5 of lavender, and let's say 10 of peppermint if you want. It has to be about 20 drops. It doesn't even have to be 20 drops, to be honest with you. And if you want to add lemon or lemongrass, you just go ahead and add the difference on that. So as I said, if you want to do your own, a pound of pink Himalayan salt, and it's the coarse one, not the fine one. So you can do 1 mimosa, right? Sounds like a drink, right? And what did I say? Peppermint. You can go ahead and do 10 peppermint. You can do 5 of lavender, and then 5 of lemongrass if you want. You know, just whatever suits you. But the herbs, I can list these right away. You have paper and pencil, so you can increase your psychic abilities. These are it. Ready? Pause me if you need to. You can use acacia, anise, Arabic gum. You can use bay, benzoin, botany wood, broom, cedar, coconut. That would smell pretty, right, with the lemon. Fennel, iris, hyssop, sagebush, rosemary, peppermint, mimosa, lemon, lavender, and those are just a few that you can go ahead and use to increase your psychic abilities, connection with God. And well, thank you so much. Share, like, and subscribe, you guys. Take care. Bye.